is Putri Rompas from English Education Department, Faculty of Languages and Art, Universitas Negeri Manado.
This video about the cause and effect of children abuse.
Children abuse can be defined as mental or physical abuse, sexual abuse or neglect of child, and deprivation or the right to proper physical and moral support for development of child under the age of 18 carried out by an individual who should be responsible for the child's well-being.
Children abuse is a children maltreatment include physical abuse and neglect, and happens in all countries and cultures. Child maltreatment usually results from interaction between several risk factors such as parental depression and stress. Neglect is the most common form of child maltreatment. According to Howard and Susan Bennett, children abuse is defined as the non-accidental injury, emotional abuse or trauma inflicted on a minor by parents or other caregiver. Children abuse is a physical or mental abuse, and neglect of child under the age of 18 is committed by a person who should be responsible for the children's welfare, so that the safety and well-being of the child threatened.
Child abuse is not just a physical violence directed at a child, it's any form of maltreatment by an adult which is violent or threatening for the child.
Any intentional harm or mistreatment to a child under 18 years old is considered child abuse. Child abuse takes many forms which often occur at the same time. Physical abuse. Physical child abuse occurs when a child is purposely physically injured or put at risk of harm by another person. Sexual abuse. Sexual child abuse is any sexual activity with a child, such as fondling, oral genital contact, intercourse, exploitation, or exposure to a child pornography. Emotional abuse. Emotional child abuse means injuring a child's self-esteem or emotional well-being. It includes verbal and emotional assault such as continually belittling or berating a child, as well as isolating, ignoring, or rejecting.
In my opinion, children abuse is an omission of the action of parents or people who care for children that cause children to become mentally and physically distraught, emotional development, and general development of children.
The cause and effect of children abuse. Factor that cause abuse again of children abuse due to various triggers. For example, the weak understanding of family, communities, and government on children. The cause of child abuse occurred in the nearest environment, such as at home. Children abuse is when adult causes emotional, sexual, or physical harm to child, or when a child's basic needs are neglected. Accident which cause harm to children. Impact of child abuse. For children and young people who have experienced abuse or neglect, and impact can be complex and long-lasting. Causes of children abuse can include isolation and lack of support, no family member, friends, partner, or community support to help with the demand of parenting. Stress, pressure, medical problem, or caring for family member with a disability. Unrealistic expectation, a lack of understanding about a child's developmental stages and behavior. Intellectual disability or mental disease. Mental abuse is an act that hurts a person mentally, where it can be a speech or an act that can destroy the victim mind. For people who commit mental abuse against an individual, it's called a mental abuser. Indeed, the impact of mental abuse on victim will not be seen directly, but by paying attention to someone who looks like lack confidence, looks to have inner pressure, or looks desperate, it can also be said that the person experienced mental abuse carried out by others against him. Mental abuse can be done by anyone, can be done by man or woman, friends, couple, parents, brother, sister, teacher. Even strangers can do it. Actually, we can also be perpetrators of mental abuse itself if we already feel upset and angry with others who make mistakes. Physical abuse includes shaking, throwing, purposefully dropping a child, hitting, pushing, grabbing, dragging, or pulling, pushing, or kicking, and other physical